Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zidny I am from TBI Class C and my ID number 240-107-110069. Okay. Today we are going to talk about grammar in English. When people there hear the word grammar, many of them immediately think of complication rule, formulas, or endless exercise. But actually, grammar is not as scary as it sounds. Grammar is simple, the tool that helps us make sense when we are English. Okay. What is a grammar? Grammar is the set of rules that explains how words work together to form sentence. It tells us how to arrange words so that other people can understand what we want to say. Think of grammar as a guide. Without it, our sentence would be messy and confusing. With grammar, our ideas become clearer and easier to follow. Why do we need grammar? Now, you might wonder, do we really need grammar to communicate? The answer is yes, especially in English. For example, she go to class every day. She goes to class every day. Both sentences are understandable, but only the second one sound natural and correct. Grammar helps us sound more confident and more fluent, especially when we speak or read in academic situation. Grammar also helps us avoid misunderstandings. A small grammatical mistake can change the meaning of a sentence, or at least make it sound strange. What does grammar include? Grammar is not just one thing, it includes several important parts. First, there are part of speech like nouns, verb, adjective, and adverb. Each of them has its own job in a sentence. Second, there are tenses, which tell us when something happens in the present, the past, or the future. Third, we have subject verb agreement, which means the verb needs to match the subject. And four, grammar also covers sentence structure, or how we build sentences so they are complete and meaningful. Grammar and making sentence. Grammar helps us turn ideas into proper sentence. In English, a sentence usually need at least a subject and a verb. For example, students learn grammar in class. The lecturer explains the material clearly. When we understand grammar, we can also create longer and more complex sentences, which is very useful in academic reading. Verb tense made simple. One of the hardest part of grammar of many learners is very tense, but basically tense just help us explain time. Compare tense sentence. Number 1. I study grammar every day. Number 2. I am studying grammar right now. Number 3. I studied grammar yesterday. The meaning changes because the time is different. If we use the wrong tense, people might get confused about when something happens. Grammar in different type of sentence. Grammar also help us from different kinds of sentence. We use statements to give information, question to ask something, commands to tell someone what to do, and exclamation to show feelings. Each type has its own patterns. For example, questions in English often change the word order, which is why grammar is important. Spoken and written grammar. Grammar works a little differently in speaking and reading. In daily conversation, people often use simple grammar and sometimes ignore small mistakes. But in academic reading, presentation, or formal situation, grammar really matters. Good grammar makes your ideas clearer, clearer, and shows that you take your work seriously. Common grammar problems. My English, many English learning. Many English learners struggle with grammar. Some common problems include: number one, using the word tense. Number two, forgetting subject verb agreement. Number three, confusion articles like an, and the. Number four, using preposition incorrectly. These mistakes are normal and they happen because English grammar is different from our first language. Grammar and language skill. Grammar supports a language skill. It helps us understand what we hear, organize what we read, explain what we say, and structure what we write. So, grammar is not something separate. It's part of everything we do in English. How to learn grammar better? Learning grammar is not about memorizing rules all the time. The best way to learn grammar is to use it. You can practice grammar by reading English texts, reading short paragraphs, speaking English regularly, paying attention to sentence patterns. The more you use grammar in real situation, the more natural it becomes. And the last, conclusion. In conclusion, grammar is an essential part of learning English because it helps us communicate our ideas clearly and accurately. Grammar provides a structure that makes our sentence understandable and meaningful. By understanding grammar, learners can improve their speaking, reading, and listening skills at the same times. Grammar is not about memorizing rules, but about knowing how to use English effectively in real communication. Therefore, grammar should not be seen as something difficult or frightening, but as a useful tool that supports us in becoming more confident and competent use of English. That's all for me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I miss the way